In today's video, we're breaking down how to start a wholesale or bulk reselling side hustle in a way that actually makes sense if you're doing this on the side and just learning as you go. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and if you've ever watched people resell products online and thought, I don't get how this actually works, this video is going to give you all the clarity that you need. By the end of this video, you'll understand what wholesale and bulk reselling really looks like behind the scenes, how to think about products and suppliers, and how to approach this as a system instead of just a gamble. This is not about shortcuts or copying what someone else is doing. It's really about understanding the model so you can make smart decisions at your own pace. Let's get into it. What are wholesale and bulk reselling? So wholesale and bulk reselling is a business model where you buy products in larger quantities at a lower price per unit and then resell those products individually or in smaller bundles for a higher price. The margin between what you pay and what you sell for is where your profit comes in. The key difference between this and dropshipping is ownership. With wholesale reselling, you own the actual inventory. That means you do pay up front, but it also means you have control. You control pricing, availability, packaging, and how fast orders actually go out. This model has been around for a really long time. It's not new or trendy, but what's changed is how accessible it is. You no longer need a physical storefront or a massive warehouse. You can run this from home with the right systems in place. Now, why people choose this as a side hustle? A lot of people are drawn to wholesale reselling because it's based on existing demand. You're not trying to convince someone they need something new. You're essentially supplying products people are already searching for and buying. It's also flexible. You can start with a small test order and learn from real results instead of theory. You can work on evenings or weekends and scale only when it makes sense for your schedule and finances. Another reason this model works as a side hustle is that it rewards organization and consistency more than hustle and personality. You don't need to be on camera or build a personal brand. You just need to understand numbers, systems, and basic customer expectations. Understanding how money actually moves. Before buying anything, it's really important to understand how money flows through this business. First off, you're spending money upfront on inventory. That inventory then becomes listings. Those listings then become your sales. That sales turns into revenue, and revenue minus your initial expenses equals profit. The mistake many beginners make is only thinking about product cost and selling price. Real profit comes from understanding everything in between. So shipping, platform fees, packaging, storage, and payment processing all affect your margins. When you see this clearly, decisions get so much easier. You stop asking, is this a good product? And start asking, does this make sense financially after everything is included? Thinking about product selection the right way. Product selection is where most beginners either rush or overthink. The goal is not to find a perfect product. The goal is to find a reasonable product to test. A really great starting point is looking for items that are practical, repeat use, or evergreen. These are products people buy regularly, not just once because of a trend. So instead of guessing, I would highly recommend looking at real data. And a tool that we highly recommend is called Jungle Scout. It's going to help show you how often products sell and how competitive a category is. It's giving you real data. This obviously doesn't guarantee your success, but it really helps you avoid choosing products with zero demand or impossible competition. So again, that is Jungle Scout, and we do have a link down below if you want to check it out. The mindset here really matters. You're not marrying a product, you're essentially testing it. Understanding suppliers and relationships. So suppliers are the backbone of wholesale reselling. A supplier can be a manufacturer, distributor, or wholesaler. Your job is to find suppliers that offer pricing that leaves room for profit and communication that you can trust. When reaching out to suppliers, clarity really does matter, okay? Ask direct questions. What's the minimum order quantity? What's the price per unit at different volumes? How long does shipping take? What happens if items arrive damaged? You really don't need to negotiate aggressively at first. You just really need to understand the terms. And then over time, as you reorder and build relationships, pricing and flexibility often do improve. Another tool I wanted to mention is called AutoDS, and it can help you manage products and workflows when you start listing across multiple platforms. But supplier understandings always come first. Now let's talk about pricing with intention instead of hope. So pricing is where strategy shows up. Once you know your total cost per unit, you can decide whether a product makes sense to sell. Your price should cover all of the expenses and still leave room for profit. That profit needs to be worth your time and risk. Selling something just to say you made a sale is not going to help long term. Early on, pricing may shift as you learn, and that's totally normal. The important part is trying tracking your numbers so you actually know what's happening instead of just guessing. Using a tool like Notion to track costs, prices, suppliers, and notes is going to help you turn this into a system instead of scattered decisions. Notion is something I use personally, not only for personal, but also business, finance, and everything in between. It's highly customizable and it's my favorite way to keep everything organized. So I highly recommend Notion if you're looking to organize anything, especially costs, prices, or suppliers. Again, we do have an exclusive link down below. Now let's talk about where to sell and why it matters. Where you sell affects almost everything. Marketplaces like Amazon or eBay are going to give you built-in traffic, which makes it much easier to test products quickly. The trade-off is fees and less control. Selling your own store using a platform like Shopify is going to give you full control over branding, pricing, and customer relationships. The trade-off is that you are responsible for bringing in traffic. Shopify, though, is very user-friendly. You can even use AI tools to make a store in a couple clicks. We do have a link down below if you want to check that out as well. Once you click that link, you actually can try it for 3 days free and then get $1 a month for 3 months. So again, that is with our link down below. Now we're going to talk about managing inventory without the overwhelm. Inventory management does not need to be complicated, but does need to be consistent. You need to know what you have, what's selling, and what's running low. Early on, this might be as simple as checking inventory weekly and updating a spreadsheet or dashboard, but honestly, I would definitely recommend using Shopify or another tool of that sort to track all of your inventory, even Notion more than a spreadsheet. Over time, patterns emerge. You're going to see which products moves fast and which don't. The goal here is to avoid two extremes. You don't want to tie up all your cash in slow-moving inventory, and you don't want to constantly run out of products that sell well. Customer experiences really do matter. And even though this is a reselling business, customer experience is still going to play a massive role. Clear listings, accurate descriptions, and reasonable policies are going to build trust. If issues do come up, how you handle them matters more than the issue itself. Calm, fair communications protects your reputation and helps you earn positive reviews. Reviews matter because they influence future buyers. A small effort here compounds over time. Next, we're going to talk about scaling. Scaling doesn't mean doing everything at once. Scaling usually means doing more of what already works. This might look like increasing order sizes to improve margin, expanding to another platform, or adding complementary products. Each move should be based on data and not pressure. Another tool I really highly recommend is OmniSend. And OmniSend can help support your customer communication and follow-up if you sell through your own store. It's essentially an email marketing system, but it also has auto follow-ups that are really, really powerful. So let's talk about building this as a system and not a hustle. So the biggest shift that makes wholesale reselling sustainable is treating it like a system. Products, suppliers, pricing, listings, inventory, and customer service all connect. When one part is unclear, everything is going to feel harder. When each part is understood, decisions are going to feel so much calmer. This is why starting slow is not a weakness, it's how you build understanding. Bonus tips before we wrap up. So one helpful tip is to clearly separate learning from scaling. In the beginning, your main goal is not to maximize profit or move as much product as possible. Your goal is to understand how the entire process works from start to finish. This includes sourcing, pricing, listing, selling, fulfillment, and handling issues when they come up. Once you understand the full cycle, scaling becomes a lot less stressful because you're making decisions from experience instead of guesswork. Another important tip is to keep clean and simple records from day one. You don't need advanced accounting software at the start, but you do need a clear view of your numbers. Tracking product costs, fees, shipping, and profit per item is going to help you make calm decisions instead of emotional ones. When you know your numbers, you don't panic when sales fluctuate, and you don't overspend based on hope instead of data. It's also important to avoid comparing yourself to people who are years ahead of you. Many resellers you see online have spent a long time testing products, building supplier relationships, and learning from mistakes. Trying to match their scale too early usually leads to frustration or unnecessary risk. Your job is not to copy their volume. Your job is to build a strong foundation that actually fits your budget, time, and experience. Another tip is to treat every product test as feedback, not failure. If something doesn't sell the way you expected, that doesn't mean you did something wrong. It means you learned something about pricing, demand, or timing. Long-term success comes from paying attention to these lessons and adjusting instead of quitting or rushing into the next idea. And finally, remember that this business model rewards patience and consistency. Small, steady improvements in product selection, pricing, and listings are all going to add up over time. Rush decisions usually cost more than they save. And when you focus on doing things a little better each cycle, you're going to build a side hustle that grows without burning you out. Is this business smart for you? Wholesale and bulk reselling can be a very strong side hustle if you like working with systems, numbers, and products. It's a really great fit for people who want something tangible and scalable. If you prefer not to deal with inventory or upfront costs, other models may be a better fit for you. But if you're willing to learn, test, and grow intentionally, this can become a real income stream for you. The key is clarity, not pressure. I know how overwhelming it can feel when you're trying to understand reselling for the first time. There is a lot of moving parts and a lot of content skips over how things actually work. If you want tools that can support different parts of this process, I highly recommend checking our links down in the description below. Things like Jungle Scout for product research, AutoDS for managing listings, Shopify for building your own store, Notion for tracking systems, and OmniSend for customer follow-up can all support this side hustle when used intentionally. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. Really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. This channel is dedicated to helping you build simple digital income streams with clear, beginner-friendly steps. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and of course, leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.